Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. I want to welcome you back. I am going to be putting together the Santa Stop Here penguin paper piece. I think that's the name of it. It's from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. It's the piece that was on top of the book gift box that I put together and shared with you recently. Someone had asked me to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to work on the stop sign first. I do have all of my pieces already inked, and you can see, yeah, my fingers are going to be a little bit inked up. I apologize. I'm going to start with, the stop sign, just putting the white on and the letters first, and then I will continue from there. I was looking for my glue. I thought I had everything ready and then didn't have that out. Sorry. Now my piece is actually going to go on a A6 size card, so it is going to be quite a bit smaller than you might be making it. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see all of the pieces okay, and I'll try and explain as I go, because I do know I have some new subscribers and stuff. So, as always, if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll gladly get back to you. And if you're unfamiliar with how I paper piece, I'll show you in a moment. I'm having a struggle here. I have to fill my glue soon. There's a tiny little, like a pencil mark. That's exactly what it is. I do that on the backs of my pieces, either in pencil or white gel pen. And then I know what side is what, because I don't put my pieces together normally right away. I cut them out and then I throw them in a baggie and I put them together later. Excuse my reach here. And so it just makes it easier, so I know later when I'm paper piecing everything what's going where and what's front and back, and saves a lot of aggravation for me, at least. Excuse me. Before I put these on, I like to get them put on somewhat straight. I've gone so far as to use a ruler to get them straight. Not going to do that this time. And it looks like, oh, there's plenty of room in there. There's not as much as you think. I found that out the first time I did this. Whoops. So, not anything you have to do. Just kind of trying to save you, hopefully, some aggravation. I'm trying to get it somewhat even between these 2 points here and here. And I'm doing mine a little bit different. I'm going to do the 2 outside letters, and then we'll make the other 2 fit around that. So it's not going to look quite right first. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get all my Christmas cards out that I had hoped to get out. I'll work on Valentine's and try to get everything done there. It's just had a lot going on. So, unexpected things are, really. That's the stop sign, obviously. I'm going to start with the bow next. I don't have all the pieces separated here, so again, excuse my reach here, but trying to get the pieces for the bow. There should just be a couple, like, let's see, 4, I think. So you're going to have, thought I just flipped one somewhere. You're going to have the bow, okay, and it does go this way. You're going to have this little tiny piece here, just real tiny. I'm going to just get closer here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you've got this little piece that's going to go in the middle. All I do is put a dot of glue there, and yeah, I put the fatter piece at the top. Now there are many ways to paper piece. You do what works for you. You may see others, and do it a little different. I just developed what works best for me. It takes a while to get used to it, but find out what works for you, but best thing I can suggest. Now, there are two little pieces that if you don't put them on, it's okay, but it gives that three-dimension look to the bow, and that's those top two pieces that go in there. These little slivers. And honestly, I do this wrong all the time. Let's go back, take that center piece out, leave that for last. Okay, because then it'll cover up the very tip of this. The finest tip of this will go toward the center of the bow, which if I ever get glue on, we'll show you here. So it's going to go like this. May not show up really much here on camera, I apologize, but it really, when you get everything put together and you see that, it really does show it off, that it really looks so 3D. It's amazing. Again, it's not something you have to do, but there, you never have to put all the pieces in. It just that you get. Sometimes I use Nuvo drops or sequins or little bling, but this one, if you can make it work, do, because it's worth it. Okay, there are two more pieces with the bow, and hopefully they are both all here. Oh, there they are. Sorry, I usually don't work on white, but this won't show as well on the black. So you have these two little tails, and they just go in the center of the bow there. And I tend to put them down just a little bit. So I just put glue on the very edge here. I'm happy to say I did get my great nieces and nephews little gift bags and money rolls done, and I'll be doing a video on those. And I'm working on my little crates that I'm decorating. There's the bow. I'll keep working. I'm sorry. I kind of flip around here what I'm doing. So I'm going to work on the Santa hat next. I probably should have done this white part in glitter glue or glitter paper. Wasn't thinking. I kind of cut this out rather fast. So I might put glitter on it. I'll see. I don't know. It's almost too small to put through any embossing folders. What I do is put glue just on the V top of the part there, and then here, just so things don't flop. Just for me, it holds it better. Again, personal preference. This little piece has got this little tiny notch in it. That's what's going to go at the top here. And this is the part that's going to go on the sign. The green hat with the red pom-pom goes on the penguin. And I'm going to wait to put this on my stop sign until I kind of figure out exactly what I'm going to do with it. Now we're going to start on the penguin. Bring his pieces in here. And I'm going to start on the body. There's also a little white piece for his body. And this is going to go, there's his, this white paper, I should have taped it down. I didn't think about that. Okay, so you've got his body part. And you want to put it more toward the left side, just because the way he's sitting and stuff, that's the way it's designed, because it's almost like he's sitting at a bit of an angle. So you're kind of wondering, and I'm kind of following the line of the paper there. Before I put the head and everything, the body together, I'm going to put this part, do part of his face here. I've got his little eyes over here. It's hard to tell you where to place the eyes and stuff, you know, if you've, wow, I've been paper piecing so long, it's, you just kind of know. So I'm just kind of centering them off where this part comes down a little bit. And then we have his nose, or his beak, I guess I should say. And this one is off to me, so to think about this. Doesn't seem quite right, but I'm putting the longer part down. So a tape, yeah, so you see in a moment here. So it does come down like that. Now, his body, I want his head to be at quite an angle, okay? So how I do mine now is put on the body, and then I put some glue right there, again, so it doesn't flap back and forth. It really does hold it much better. Oh, and I do this all the time too, and there's a scarf. Let's back up a moment. I'm so sorry. We need to put a scarf on first. So work on that quick. I'm trying to go from the box I made, and I tend to forget to check this. So we've got his two scarf pieces we're gonna put on. Just put some glue on here. Okay. There's also a little piece right here, this piece here, and that'll just be the little knot that goes right there. It's got like, it's kind of like a partial circle with part of it, just a little notch cut out. Okay. Now we can put his head and his body together. Let's do this first. And looking at this, before I go any further, his arm goes underneath the scarf. So, there's two arms. I'm really having struggle today. So, we're going to use the one that's rounded, not the straight. We're not using this one at all. We're going to do that after a bit. Should probably tell you to watch the video and then go back in paper piece, right? Sorry about that. Okay, now this arm is holding the sign, so you want it curved quite a bit. And I'm only putting glue just that short little bit because the sign's going to go underneath the, so keep that in mind. And I put it down a little bit. This is going to cover it some. Okay. Now, just trying to look at things here a little bit. Let's finish his head. Put his hat on. I'm going to put this on. And I'm just thinking here, we're going to go that piece. I'm going to leave this off for a minute because I want to get his eyes on stuff, and that's not major to have that on there, okay? And before I go any further with the penguin itself, I want to put the pole on the stop sign. Just a tiny bit of the pole will stand out. So leave that, and I think I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the middle here. Just not sure how I'm putting this on, so where I need the glue. So just gonna okay. Now he's gonna sit right kind of on the edge of the ice cube, or yeah, because his feet are gonna be coming off of there. So this is one of his feet. I just have a tiny little drop of glue there, so I know kind of where I want to put the glue, or the feet. Now that one I put on top. This one I'm going to put the glue here, and this foot I'm going to put behind, okay, and off center a little bit. He's not glued down yet. Oops, that not where I wanted that to go. So he's not glued down, so hopefully that'll stick. But then it's like he's just holding on to the edge of the ice cube a little bit. Okay, so now we can work on the rest of our penguin. Got his arm. Again, only that little bit there, because the pole, just see in a moment, is going to go between the two arms. Okay. I am going to put this on next. Maybe. I'll come back and glue that top arm down in a moment here. Just want to be able to get this where I want it first. Okay. Got got a little hand here. The pointed, the tip, there's a point to it. It's going to go facing the right. Stop and think how to explain that. I'm sorry. So it's wrapping around. I'm going to glue this down. Sometimes working with this small of a piece, trying to do a video is not the easiest for me. Okay, so again, I'm just leaving him as he is for right now. And just kind of, okay, we're good. I'm just wondering how I want to put his head on exactly. Again, just a little bit of glue there, and on top of that, glue his head. His hat actually sits pretty straight. So just glue a little bit on there, on here. Not put anything in there yet. I'll put it down in a moment. I'll be okay to put his eyelashes and stuff. The stop sign goes here. I don't want to put it on until I do his cheeks. So let me do his little cheeks and finish his eyes, and we'll be good to go. The only other thing, if you don't want to stick around, I'm just going to pop him on, and then this go on top here. He's all done, other than put that there. But if you want to stick around and watch me finish chalking and highlighting and stuff, that's what I'll be doing now. I gotta get a different pom-pom. I think I got plenty. I just don't have them right here. But that one needs to be replaced by, definitely. Okay. Let's do is, you really don't see those, but I still put them in. And his little eyelashes. I don't like those. Let's see if I can fix them. That did not happen the way I wanted. Of course, I don't have any white paint, so may not be using this piece after all. Let's see. Let that dry good and see what I can do later. I should just not try to do something different with eyelashes, and I'd be better off. Okay. And I want to put just a dot of glue on the back here so that stays down. say, I knew I needed something here. And I think I'll be able to save this, so I'm going to continue doing some highlighting here. And I'm going to put some glitter glue on a few places here. I probably will come in, yeah. With my Spectrum Noir. It's sparkle, it's just a clear, and I just paint it on. And if I can find a paintbrush worth using here. This is just about to the bottom, so it's going to have a lot of glitter. If I don't like it, I'll just come back and put red stickles on over top, because it's really going to be I can pretty much fix anything. Once it dries, I think it'll be okay. I'll see. But I'll put white glitter, some stickles on there. Was thinking about trying to put this in a water brush paintbrush, but I don't know that it'll work very well. I'm not sure. It'd be similar to the brushes you buy with the glitter in, but I don't know. I haven't quite decided. I know it's really dark, but it does dry a little lighter, and like I said, if I don't like it when it's dry, I'll just put glitter on or stickles. I gotta find the clear stickles though. Maybe. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna do that, but it's very boring without it, so before I do that though, I want to put on a little bit of white chalk. This poor eye looks so funny with just can finish that now with just the one eyebrow on top there. Poor little guy. These are new to me. I'm getting used to them. I was just told about them recently, but they're hard to get used to. I just opened them. I think I'll like them, but yeah, they're definitely a learning curve on them for me. Let's try this one. Blend it out better. I think that's what I'm doing. I can blend it better with the other one. I was gonna do something glitter. My mind is just not with it. That and the eyebrow. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. This is how life has been going lately. I can't concentrate on things. I just think that this glitter just adds so much to it. That's why I wish I would have used glitter paper, but it's just good. This will work. I don't like that. I'm going to have to mix my other bottle of that together now and use it up. But I'm getting out my red stickles. Maybe just about there. Get them started, and then I'll put some. Yeah, I like this better. This color is Christmas red. Now my stickles are very old. Don't know if these colors are all still available. I have to start investing in some new. See, things can be saved. Not a problem. Just put some here. And we're good. And that is the finished paper piece. Thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day, everybody.